Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game of the day. It's going to be bench players versus Lostiks. I'm Digital Bacon, joined in the casting booth by Craftman. And Crafters, here we have a team that qualified first against the team that, and I am just double checking, but I do believe qualified fifth.
Yes, bench players. We talked about them a lot during the qualifying stages, and then not able to get past that initial wave of qualifying was just so unfortunate for bench players. And now they're here in this qualifying tournament for season 2. It's all on the line for them because they are, like we were saying, they and Pinch Colada are probably the two biggest teams coming into today. And can they get through? Can they get through to next week to go and face the 4 teams who are coming down from season 1 of TCS? It's everything on the line for bench players right now, and it's all to play for because every so I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think you speak now. I'm gonna have a think about that. I'm gonna hang my head and shake.
You've heard the caster's curse, but have you ever heard the caster's kerfuffle before? And that is what that was. So, bench players, we saw them back in the qualifiers so many times
God.
before. Karatash, Paella, and Mazur. They're going up against Lostik, which is Koos, Assurance, Golden Lumberjack, and Jordan Mono. Quickly having a quick look who we've got. We've got Koos, we've got Assurance, and there is Golden Lumberjack. So that is your three. So we found out who the sub is, but I think we should let these players, speak with their actions, not their words. So we're going to be getting them straight onto the pitch, Crafters. I don't want to be waiting around. There are 5 best of 5s this evening for the league play. I don't want to hold up too much because these lads are probably going to be kind of fine with dinner time.
Yeah, exactly, and they'll probably do a lot better job at speaking than I am right now.
Nearly.
I'm just off a cast from Neon Dream as well, and I'm straight into this. It's not had a break, and I'm getting hungry as well. It's time for my dinner, I think. But these guys, they want to get their bread, and essentially, Mazors. What can you say? Straight out of the bat, 6 seconds. He is out for vengeance. Out for blood.
You talk about bread, and here is Mazur's coming in smooth like butter, being able to put that one away. Bench players already getting ahead. Paella with the setup there, and Karatash, he's feeling all kinds of left out, but Koos holds the fort down. Into the corner, the ball is Golden Lumberjack sporting the Jeep. Hello. I don't think I have ever seen this car in competitive Rocket League. You Swiss guys, you never disappoint with your selection of fancy vehicular modes of transport. It's fine, don't worry. It's all to plan. A little bit of a fake Crafters. Don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
That's what it is. I mean, you fake running away from the dinosaurs as well, and that.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
That trying to defeat this dinosaur of bench players is going to be a tough task for Lostik to get through. They're doing an okay job at defending so far. Yes, they've only gone 1 goal down, and it was quick. But ever since then, it's just been really even and not letting anyone through at the moment.
Yeah, this is feeling quite calm, if anything. Pass across, and there's Paella. Blocked out by Assurance, and unfortunately, Mazur's not going to be able to get on the end of that. Assurance kicking this ball down the pitch into the center. It's up high. Can the Lumberjack chop it down? Unfortunately, not. The Jeep just not long enough to touch that one.
Bit too short and stubby.
It's the same hitbox as the Octane, though. So
is it? Yeah. I would have said it was I would have gone with Merc hitbox, if anything.
The Merc is the same hitbox as the Octane as well.
Oh, is it? No, it's not. No.
It makes no sense, but hey, this is Rocket League.
This is Rocket League.
That is what Rocket League is. I think that's the first time I've ever actually used that line.
Oh, God.
And it was in a meme.
Shogun will smite you.
I think in a meme he would understand it because it's making fun of the actual saying. I think he hates it when people use it all the time.
And use it incorrectly as well. I think that's what gets him. But either way, these guys are definitely playing some Rocket League. to watch this game.
I'm having so much fun here. I love it.
It is fun, and that's what we're all here for. Is a little bit of fun on a Sunday afternoon. Starting to become Sunday evening now in both Switzerland and here in the UK as well. 2.5 minutes gone. Lostik still looking for an opportunity. No shots registered on target as of yet, and that's very rare to see from a team, especially at this level of play where you don't register a shot in the first half of the game. Just shows you that bench players are good at holding that midfield and not letting anything pass their back lines. But can they find a shot in the last couple of minutes? They're going to have to if they want to tie this game up before we hit overtime.
Yeah, it's definitely coming down now to everyone focusing on that defense. It's strange to see that bench players aren't working on that attack anymore. They're just looking to hold on to a 1-0 lead, but Caster's Curse comes on in. They saw the opportunity. They took it. It's going to be Karatash getting the goal here off a fantastic pass from Mazur.
And another defensive mistake as everyone's kind of flopping around. No one able to get the touch there, as they just, you kind of see that a lot from these teams where they go into the middle, just stay still in the middle of the goal, and not able to keep their momentum going. That is the momentum kill, is what lets goals in. And these guys need to learn that quick if they've got any chance of taking down this bench player's side.
Hyla taking it off to the wall and around the corner. He's looking to drop it.
Oh, that's horrible.
I don't think he was looking for that, but he's bought it. He's got to deal with it.
Yeah, he does, but Golden Lumberjack, oh my goodness. Bringing out the Jurassic Park Jeep, and then, to be fair, defending the backboard from your own net is incredibly difficult, especially if you've not got that much boost. But can he make up for it here as he goes up to get his own double touch shot, not able to get the touch this time. But one more opportunity, or one more goal actually, is pretty much spelled the end of the game number one. One more will do it. 4-0 here in game number one. And Paella making a feast of it here in game one.
Yep, and you know why he's got such a splendid goal there? Everyone bamboozled and not ready for it. The chicken hat topper. That's what it is,
yeah, that's what it is.
Toppers are going to be the next meta, I tell you, buddy. We've been talking about it. I just want a reason to wear the unicorn horn again. That is really it. Like, unicorn horn and... Oh, nearly there from Hyla. And the love heart antenna. I can remember back in the day where they were meta, and I just want to see that again. It's just lovely.
I still have an antenna on. I love the antenna. I love my smiley antenna. I can't remember what topper I used to wear regularly. It was one for everyone. Oh, big West. Yes, fake.
You say whiff, I say fake. Tactical whiffs. There we go. The middle ground has been found, and the first goal has been found. Hello, Assurance. You could say that's the Assurance policy coming into game number 2, because they can score goals, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I say whiff. You say fake. I say potato. No one says potato. And getting the first goal in favour of Lostik Assurance. Maybe a bit of a momentum shift, as you generally see, getting a goal in the last couple of seconds of pretty much a blowout loss can sometimes help you going into game number 2. Hopefully that gives them a little bit more confidence, saying yes, we can actually score against this bench player's side, and give them something to hold on to, hope as we progress to game 2.
I would have gone with something to think about, like how they got there, but you're going with hope. You're already getting a bit grim and bleak here, thinking that they need hope to win. Lostik are a side that were just a little bit unprepared, a little bit frazzled coming into this one. You can definitely see that they're a little bit sloppier, but that just means control the ball more instead of just trying to play up to the bench players. You got to just slow it down, Craftman, wouldn't you agree? And just focus on keeping it on into your own team's hands and near enough short little passes, maybe throughout a couple of 50-50s and shadow plays, and then just force it into the net. Don't go for these long balls, because bench players, where they're the faster squad, are beating Lostik to the ball most of the time.
Yeah, completely agree with that. And bench players are doing that to a T, just taking full control. We saw it with denied Perina. Is that how we say that?
Yep, it's Purina, not Piranha.
Not
Like,
Purina,
it
not
was
Piranha.
spelled Piranha, but we were informed. Purinia.
Purinia.
I can't get these words, man. Like, speaking is hard, crafters. And I mean, you proved that earlier, so they got
Speaking
ya.
is hard, especially when you've done a full cast already today.
I cannot do the spokes. But game number 2 is underway. Bench players already a game up on Lostik. 2 more, and they'll be smiling ear to ear, I do believe, as they got the first series, under the belt, and that should pretty much secure them into top 4. But the seed is still to play for. Remember, top seed from today goes up against the bottom seed, the Elvets from League Play. So that, you know, you come out, say, 4th today, you have to go up against Silent Gaming, which is a bit scarier a foe, I must admit.
Indeed they are, but no one really taking control in the early stages here. Game 2, it's kind of back and forth for the moment, but the first shot for Paella will actually be turned away before it is registered. And you see here bench players starting to lose their rhythm slightly, as you see Mazors was looking for Karatash, but just puts it right over his head, and it gives Lostik that opportunity to go down the field, not taking advantage of. So you need to think that Lostik need to clean up their play a little bit, but there's a pass in to Paella from Karatash, and that will be the first goal in this game, and it will go in favour of the team who's already 1-0 up in the series.
Spectacular. That's as simple as it can be said. A fantastic little play set off by the bench players. Originally getting that name as they were the subs for bigger teams, but these boys, they're stepping up to the plate today, and Cruces as well. What? He saw the opportunity and he struck.
And that pass down from the Jeep of Golden Jumberjack. Jumbuck. I was calling him Golden Lumberjack.
He's a lumberjack. It might be Jumbuck, but to me, he is a lumberjack.
He'll always be a lumberjack. There's plenty of trees to cut down in Jurassic Park. Yeah. That's where he stores the logs in the back of the Jeep.
Yeah. It all makes sense, guys.
It all makes sense in the end.
Paella trying to get the ball downfield. Karatash cuts that in front of Assurance to keep the pressure going. The lumberjack goes high, chops it on down, but unfortunately loses his grip. And it's all befuddled in front of him. Karatash keeping it high, just wanting to keep that pressure going. Big clearance coming out from Golden. Mazels. I like how he's slowing this down, keeping so much control. Can he get the angle? Yes, he can. Amazing play to set that pressure. Look at Paella. Not going to be able to get onto that, but Karatash follows suit. These are the shadow plays I was talking about, but picked up by the wrong side. It's Gold. Not able to get the blocks. Definitely struggling here on these one-on-one situations, the Lostik side.
They are, and they just need to start hooking up as a team, and down the field will go Cause, but it's going to leave it for Karatash. As our producer is yelling at us for saying Karatash, not Karatash. Karash, sorry.
You say it's Karatash for the last 6 months, and now we're being told this.
Now we're being called out on it. Come on.
He'll always be Karatash to me.
He'll be called Karatash. It's not Paella, it's Paella.
Yep.
And it's Lumberjack, not Jumbo.
I don't know where I got Lumberjack from, but we're just rolling with it today.
We're rolling with it today. I want to see him, if he goes to LAN, I want to see him in, the red black check.
Red flannel shirt, that's it.
Red flannel shirt.
Oh, please.
And he should come in singing the Lumberjack song from Monty Python.
That would be brilliant. Oh, and what's a hit from Assurance. You know, I asked them to slow down the plays and just play to their own strengths, and they're doing it, Crafters.
Yeah, they are. And sorry, I'm still laughing for the Lumberjack stuff. But Assurance putting a bit of an insurance goal on the board, getting themselves ahead. That's what we wanted to see from this Lostik side. Finally taking control of the pace of the game. And bench players starting to be a bit lackadaisical with the ball here, just not able to get those solid touches like we've seen them, been seeing them do all series long so far. And now Karatish will put the ball back upfield. I can see you just smirking in the corner there.
I'm just thinking because I know the Lumberjack song off by heart. You realise?
As do I.
Yeah. It's like a British thing to know most Monty Python skits off by heart, so I'm running it from my head right now.
Yeah.
And I'm loving every single moment of this. Oh, Lumberjack as well is loving it, as that's a golden save, keeping the danger averted. Koos, clearance, but the midfield is securely held by the benched players. You see it gets down to the corner, and they're just clearing it long, hard downfield. The width as well as Paella wants to get that pinch, unfortunately not executed perfectly. Karatash there with the mop and bucket to clean it up. Assurance, all we can do is put it off to the side. Needs to do it once again. He's eyeing up Golden in front of him. Couple of bumps coming out. Paella just going to put this up in the air, trying to be a little bit dodgy, but oh, it's bitten him in the bum.
It has bitten him in the bum completely, and that pop-up was so essential for Assurance to come in. Karatish didn't see that one coming whatsoever and was really expecting his teammates to take control, but good interception from Assurance puts them up by 2 scores. And 20 seconds left now. Is it all on the line? Are we going to see ourselves a tied series, or will bench players go quickly and try and get back in it? Paella could have made it a 1-goal game with 10 seconds left, but dribbling this one down the field and wasting time a bit will be Assurance, and the jumbuck of the golden variety will essentially kill this game as we hit zeros on the clock, and this will be a tie series as Lostik finally gets its first win.
Lostik tying up the series. Golden Jumbuck Lumberjack is able to carry forward his team. You could definitely see from the midfield plays that he was doing. And it's all about using the width of the pitch for Lostik. That's how they got the win. It was near enough focusing on that defense and then carrying the ball left, right, and center, really making the bench players question what their opponents are doing. It was a clever strategy from the lads, and I'm quite impressed of how they're able to change things up.
Yeah, and changing it up is exactly what they needed to do to get around bench players, because bench players really kind of stuck to their own game, didn't really adapt too well into game number 2. So I want to see them spin that around once again, try and be a little bit more aggressive, and when it comes to your into the defensive end of the field, just throw everyone at it, because that's exactly what Lostik's doing as well. If you can get a clear up field while Lostik's attacking, that is going to be essential for you to get a win in this. It's game number 3.
So game number 3 underway, back to even Stevens. Essentially a best of 3 now, Crafters. As it is all tied up, but who's going to get the first goal? And I'm feeling like that is going to set the tone for this game in particular. Koos backing off. I don't know what he's doing going up that wall, but wait, he's got a big brain. He could foresee that maneuver well ahead of me. Clearly, Assurance gonna let that drop, slow it down, get his teammates together in a little huddle, and they're gonna scrum this ball downfield. Assurance with the shot. Karatash meets it. Lumbuck, a name I'm never going to properly get completely correct, but who cares about that? The Lumberjack will always persevere. Koos up into the air, and here comes the Lumberjack himself. Cheeky little touch, but Karatash, he knows where that's going.
Indeed, able to get there before the play is even made. Good reads by bench players so far. Slow pace of the game. Big turnaround from what we've expected from both these teams. It's just slowing down to a real snail's pace at this time, as no real one team wanting to make an aggressive play. You see only one player attacking from Lostik, as everyone else is back, and that was a big whiff from, I believe that was Assurance in the midfield, but this one's going to be left wide open for Golden Jumbuck to come in, but Mazors flying in at the final seconds and able to keep this one at 0-0. Want to see, I think, whoever controls the pace, whoever speeds this up, will eventually get the first goal. It's just a matter of who has the nerve to take on the challenge.
Indeed, as both these two teams are just playing a war of attrition here, it definitely feels like, where they're pushing and prodding at each other, waiting for a mistake to happen and they can score upon it. You can definitely see these wide plays rolling it around the wall. This is the mistake I was talking about. And Exhibit A, there is your goal.
You had Jumbuck aggressing way too hard, leaving Kost the only man back, and his Batmobile was way too flat, off the wall, couldn't make the touch. And into the middle goes Karatash, or however you say it, Karatash.
Still Karatash to me.
Still Karatash to us. R.I.P.
In my heart, he's never changing.
Never changed Karatash.
No, stay the same. Apart from grow a moustache, because then you can be Karatash with the Tash, or Karas. I would love that.
It would be Karatash's Tash.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Next November, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
We just missed out on the opportunity, haven't we?
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
Assurance clearing the ball out, finds the lumberjack. Paella does send a response downfield. Koos can't either, and Paella looking to get the bounce to the center. No one being able to dogpile that one into goal. It was saved very well by Koos in Assurance. Karatash putting it up high in the air. There's Mazels, the follow on, the long shot coming out, but Koos sends it back. Stamp and all. Doesn't really get much of a refund on that one, though. Mazels up into the sky, wants to chase onto that. A little bit wide off net, and that is a fantastic save coming out from the Golden Boy himself. As he just hits that into the corner perfectly there from Assurance as well, and Koos, of course, getting the save to clear out. The Lostik side has cleaned up their play so much compared to game number 1.
They have. They've been really inconsistent up to now, but now they're getting some solid touches, and there's one from Jumbuck all the way down the field. Not able to get it on target, unfortunately, but that would have easily been the tying goal to put this game on a nice edge. They are starting to clean it up, like you said, Bacon. Just a couple of whiffs here and there might spell they're a disaster, but they are starting to clean up their play style. Not a lot of whiffs coming out for them in the last couple of minutes, but anything can change here as the aggression stays in the orange half in favor of bench players.
Koos not being able to get that one, so Golden comes through and offers some help, but Koos! Oh, he gets it a second time. That's an equalizer.
Who else but Koos? Great stuff. Get down the pass down from Jumbuck and not able to. I just realised I turned the entire audio down on my computer. It was from like the control. I was standing on it.
I didn't hear any change, to be honest.
No, it was in my earphones. Suddenly everything was really quiet.
Only thinking about yourself, Crafters. That's the problem.
I know. I'm so selfish. But I'll tell you who's not selfish is this Lostik side. They are passing it all around the field and getting everyone involved. Everyone on a similar scoreline in points. And it just shows you how well they are working as a team. Whereas bench players really trying to feed Karatash most of the time. And Lostik are sniffing those out and shutting Karatash down before he gets anywhere close to the goal.
That's a fantastic bit of insight. I actually didn't notice that, and I'm looking at it now going, oh, right, yeah. Karatash is absolutely being hounded by the Lostik side. Whenever they go for interceptions, they're not worrying about the other two. They're making sure that he doesn't get the ball, and it's fantastic to see. As overtime has been struck. I mean, Lostik did win the last game quite nicely as well. We can see that the current strategy from bench players isn't working, where they are just focusing on a one-man attack, and they are going for solo plays if it's not Karatash, and that's not good enough. They've got to get these passing plays set in stone themselves. We came into this, bench players being the first team qualified, like we said, expected to come out first seed, but Lostik, the 5th team qualified, oh, they're having a good, giving bench players a good run for their money.
They are, we've seen it so much in past weeks, and Assurance finally gets the win here on the board, and Lostik, by no stretch of the imagination, against all odds, especially from us, they are on match point and could be taking a win into the next round.
Yeah, Lostik lost to Pinch Colada in a 3-2 series. Super close between those two. Crafters, and we're looking at this now going, okay, we're starting to evaluate the players because bench players beat Swiss Monsters 3-1. We saw deny Pariana. I'm never going to get that.
Piranha.
It's
Can we just call
Piranha,
them
god damn
Piranha?
it.
Piranha sounds cool.
There's something fishy about this name, and we figured it out, I think. So, Lostik looking to cause an absolute upset to this group stage if they get another win. Bench players, they've got it in them, though. They're a side to be reckoned with. And this just feels like they're flip-flopped into a bit of a slump. They've got to climb out of it, Craftman, and come back into this. 2 games in a row is definitely not unheard of.
No,
Lostik
not
have just got to hold their nerves, I think, for the rest of this.
exactly. And like you said, two games in a row is not unheard of. They need this sort of mini reverse sweep, you would say. It came to a best of 3. Now you need that mini reverse. Bench players, we had them. They actually won against Swiss Monsters 3-1. Now they have to push it to a 5th against Lostik. No one really expected this to happen. And if they want those valuable 3 points to go into round number 3, where they'll be taking on different esports, who might be a slightly easier matchup than this Lostik team, they want to go out on a momentum shift, though. Really build that momentum through this 4th game and possibly into a 5th, and then you'll be set for round 3.
Well, looking at round 3, we're pretty much set to be watching the Swiss Monsters against Pinch Colada. After that, we've seen all 6 teams on our screen. I'm not going to spoil anything for you just yet, Craftman, but the Swiss Monsters have some fantastic names, and I can't wait for us to not tackle them. We can say them, I know, but they're going to bring smiles to our faces. Koos getting the ball away, but Mazels is onto it. He's got that number, and he wants to make sure that Lostik can't get out of their half. You can see this midfield line. A wall is being set up. Karatash not going to be able to find net. Paella onto that. The backboard keeps getting struck, but they cannot find the hole in the middle. Karatash keeping the pressure going as that's bounced off the corner. We'll be able to get this high. That is set up in the air. You can see Mazels versus the Lumberjack up high. And, well, the Lumberjack, he's used to heights. He's been up in them trees.
What can I say other than what a change it's been in the first minute or so? This ball has not left the orange half.
Ooh.
It might actually enter the orange goal as the Bardowski does not hit on target. And Karatish is going to have to lick his wounds about that one, but finally breaking free into the blue half. Might be a bit of a counter-attacking play for Lostik. Not able to capitalise on that for the first opportunity of the game for the orange side. But bench players, great stuff to see from them, keeping that pressure on early and making Lostik play from behind.
I just heard a massive shout on my ear. He switched to truck.
No, no, Jumbuck is now on an Octane.
Oh.
He switched off of the truck.
So, Jumbuck's become a normie, it seems. Unfortunate. I was rather quite enjoying the Jeep. Assurance picks up the ball and sends that up into the air. He's wanting to chase onto it, but unfortunately... Okay, that was interesting. He didn't know what he was doing. It seems the defense didn't either. Good catch from Karatash as Baella does try to get that away, but the attack continues. Koos doing very well. Jumbuck gets that into the center, but Paella, he intercepts it. I'm loving that each and every single one of these games for this series has been like a different course of a meal. We're currently sitting here at the dessert, it feels like.
Well, what comes after the dessert?
Second dessert. The coffee, maybe. You know,
tea and coffee.
It's like, you know when you see on the dessert menu, there's like the chocolate brownie and the ice cream, you're like,
ooh.
Gonna order both. I'm gonna treat myself this evening.
Well, if this does end up being dessert, we'll be getting the bill soon and having those free mints that you get with the bill. Is that a thing in Switzerland? I'm not sure it is. I think
mint
that's
after the meal, yeah.
Mint after the meal. It's like a universal thing. But 2 minutes left in this game and still don't have anyone on the scoreboard. Very defensive-minded game for both these teams as finally Karatish gets a shot on net for the first time in a few minutes. Only 3 shots so far for Benched. Meanwhile, only 2 for Lostik. Just shows you that the battle has really been won in the trenches here. And it will be one in the trenches, but that's a big demo onto Assurance, leaving 2 men back on defense. And the Golden Lumberjack, he sleeps all day and works or sleeps all night, works all day, and the work is definitely paying off for him as he goes 1-0 up.
Yeah, the grind is shown. Doesn't matter if it's in a Jeep or an Octane. Like I said, with that same hitbox, it's all the same to him. Koos being able to get the block, Measles up into the air, and well, this is now do or die for the bench players. They don't want to lose a point here, which in a game should rightfully be theirs on paper. Bench players looking the more favorable side, but Koos and Co, they are fighting tooth and nail for this win. They don't want to be in the bottom two of tonight. They want to make sure that they get the chance to face off next Sunday against the bottom four from Season 1 and maybe just slip on into Season 2. Around the corner it goes. Golden Boy himself is going to be able to get that out. Paella knocking it in the middle. Popped up to the air. Assurance. He's hounding this down. He's trying to get the block, but Measles does get it past, and this is going to be dangerous towards the center. Measles. Oh, it is all him, baby.
And finally bringing it back, the upfield pass to himself. You see Koos taking out Golden Joystick, taking each other out of the play, left it wide open for the 1v1 onto net, and Mazors makes it happen, tying the game back up, and essentially so. But here comes Golden off the kickoff, couldn't sneak under the crossbar, but Koos is there with the follow-up, and only a few seconds gone after the kickoff, after we thought bench players might be back in it. The nail is on its way into the coffin, but not nailed down just yet.
Nope. That setup, a beautiful distraction from the Golden Jumbuck to set up Koos for a fantastic follow-through. Lostik have just awoken from their slumber, it seems. Coming into this series, they took the L. Coming into this second one, they were hunting for the W. Went very American with that one, I will admit. Koos up into ceiling, buying time. Clock is ticking away until doom for the bench players in this one, as it is looking like the loss is confirmed. All but the ball touching the ground, which there it goes. Lostik take down bench players 3-1 in a match which beforehand we would have not thought would happen.
No, we thought that was going to be an easy, at least maybe 3-1 in favor of bench players. But Lostik, great stuff, battling back from that first game blowout and a 4-1 loss to bench players. And then they just, what was it, 3-1, 2-1 overtime, and then 2-1 at the end, holding on to the better end. But bench players, what can we really say about their fall from grace, shall we call it? It was...
They stopped doing team plays after game 2.
Yeah, they just decided that they were all going to go for their own solo plays and not end up connecting with each other. That's what we wanted to see from them, and it just kind of fell away as, like I said, they were trying to just feed Caritas the whole time.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. Guys, we're going to have to head on over to the break. Not because we want to, but because we have to. We've got to get the next game set up. It is going to be the Swiss Monsters versus Pincha Colada. This game is going to be hype as we're going to be able to see the last two teams. And I'm just going to say it now, Crafters. We have a couple of cool dudes on this pitch coming up, which is slightly cringy. We're just going to throw over to the break cutter there. This has been TCS eSports League. Make sure to come back after you go, grab yourself a bag of popcorn, because this next match is going to be tasty. See you soon.
J'ai besoin d'aide d'urgence. On a eu un accident. Il a très mal.
Ne vous inquiétez pas, vous êtes en de bonnes mains.
Merci beaucoup.
Peu importe où, peu importe quand, nous sommes toujours à vos côtés. Devenez membre et bénéficiez d'un rabais de bienvenue de 20%.